Hello children, today we will do Act 2, Scene 8. In this scene, two emotional situations are described. The first is that Salarino and Salanio have heard that a Venetian ship has been wrecked on the English Channel coast, and they hope that the ship is not Antonio's. Then the second is that Shylock has discovered the elopement of his daughter Jessica with Lorenzo and also the loss of his wealth. He is very angry and is obsessed with revenge. Now, this scene 8 is taking place on a street in Venice. Enter Salarino and Salanio. So Salarino and Salanio, the two friends, are having a conversation. Salarino, why man, I saw Bassanio under sail. With him is Graciano gone along, and in their ship I am sure Lorenzo is not. Now so here Salarino is saying that he had seen Bassanio under sail, that is he had seen Bassanio setting sail, going in his ship, and with him is Graciano, and Graciano also had gone along with him, but in their ship he had not seen Lorenzo. Say the elopement of Jessica and Lorenzo has been discovered, and everybody was in search of them. So here Salarino is just saying that Lorenzo was not seen in Bassanio's ship, which had just sailed away. Salanio, the villain Jew with outcries raised the Duke, who went with him to search Bassanio's ship. And Salanio says that the villain Jew, that is Shylock, with outcries raised. Outcries means with complaints. He disturbed the Duke, who had to go with him to search Bassanio's ship. So the Duke himself had to go with Shylock to search Bassanio's ship, because Shylock was very angry and he wanted the Duke to do something. Salarino, he came too late, the ship was under sail. But Salarino says that Shylock reached the harbor too late, because the ship was under sail, that is it had already set sail. But there the Duke was given to understand that in a gondola were seen together Lorenzo and his amorous Jessica. But at the harbor, the Duke was given to understand, that is, the Duke came to know that Lorenzo and his amorous, that is, loving, beloved Jessica, were seen together in a gondola. Gondola is a flat-bottomed boat which is used on the canals of Venice. We already know that Venice is a low-lying place, and most of its area is covered with seawater. So instead of roads there are canals, and on these canals they use gondolas to travel from one place to another. Besides Antonio, certified the Duke, they were not with Bassanio in his ship. And apart from that, Antonio also assured the Duke that that is Lorenzo and Jessica, were not in Bassanio's ship. Salanio, I never heard a passion so confused, so strange, outrageous, and so variable. Now here Salanio is telling about the reaction of Shylock, which he displayed when he discovered Jessica's elopement. And he says that he had never heard a passion, he had never seen emotions so confused, such confused emotions. And these emotions were strange, outrageous. Outrageous means excessive, and so variable. They were frequently changing also. So Shylock was showing different kinds of emotions at one time. As the dog Jew did utter in the streets, and Shylock was running on the streets of Venice and uttering, he was shouting, my daughter, oh my ducats, oh my daughter, fled with a Christian, oh my Christian ducats, justice, the law, my ducats, and my daughter. So he was running on the streets of Venice and crying out, my daughter, oh my ducats, oh my daughter, fled with a Christian, that is, she has run away with a Christian, that is Lorenzo. So he was displaying a variety of emotions, feelings. He was angry, at the same time, he was sad also that he had lost his money, very angry that Jessica had run away with a Christian. And oh my ducats, Christian ducats, why does he say? Because now he knows that all his money, all his ducats now belong to Lorenzo, who is a Christian. A sealed bag, two sealed bags of ducats, of double ducats stolen from me by my daughter. And what all had she stolen from Shylock? A sealed bag, two sealed bags of ducats, of double ducats. Double ducats here means ducats which were of double value. That had been stolen by Jessica. And jewels, two stones, two rich and precious stones. Then she had also taken away two precious stones, stolen by my daughter. And here he says that all his ducats and jewels were stolen away by his own daughter. Justice, find the girl. He wants justice and he wants his daughter to be found. She had the stones upon her and the ducats. She has the stones, that is, she has the diamonds with her and also the ducats. Salarino, why all the boys in Venice follow him, crying, his stones, his daughter, and his ducats? And here Salarino says that while Shylock was running on the streets crying all these things, at the same time the boys of Venice, little boys of that place, they were also running after him, crying the same words which were being uttered by him, that is, his stones, his daughter, his ducats. The boys were also shouting out all these words. Salanio, let good Antonio look, he keep his day, or he shall pay for this. Now here Salanio gives a warning that let good Antonio look, he keep his day. That is, Antonio should take care to pay his debt on the appointed day. Otherwise, he shall pay for this. He will have to pay for that, because Shylock was in such a bad mood. He was so angry that he was really very angry, and he will really take revenge from Antonio. So it is better that Antonio pay him on time. Salarino, Mary well remembered. Now here Salarino takes the name of Virgin Mary, and he says that he remembers something. I reasoned with a Frenchman yesterday who told me in the narrow seas that part the French and English, there miscarried a vessel of our country richly fraught. Now here Salarino says that he reasoned, he had spoken with a Frenchman the previous day who had told him that in the narrow seas is the English channel between England and France. So that Frenchman had told Salarino that in the narrow seas, that part that separate the French and the English, there a vessel of our country, a ship of their country had miscarried, that is wrecked, destroyed. A ship had been destroyed, and that ship was richly fraught. It was richly laden with goods. I thought upon Antonio when he told me, and wished in silence that it were not his. And Salarino says that when the Frenchman was telling him about that ship, he thought about Antonio and wished in silence that the ship which was destroyed did not belong to Antonio. Salanio, you were best to tell Antonio what you hear, yet do not suddenly, for it may grieve him. And here Salanio suggests Salarino that it is better that he tells Antonio whatever he has heard, and do not suddenly, don't tell him all at once, otherwise it may grieve him, it may make him sad. Salarino, a kinder gentleman treads not the earth. Now, here Salarino is telling us something about the relationship, the friendship between Antonio and Bassanio, and what kind of a man Antonio was. A kinder gentleman, that is, he is referring to Antonio, that Antonio was a very kind man, and a kinder gentleman like him did not tread, that is, did not walk on the earth. I saw Bassanio and Antonio part, and he had seen how Bassanio and Antonio were parting, that is, before Bassanio had set sail for Belmont. Bassanio told him he would make some speed of his return. Bassanio told Antonio that he would make some speed, that is, he would quickly return from Belmont. He answered, do not so, slubber not business for my sake, Bassanio. But Antonio tells Bassanio that he should not hurry and slubber not business, that is, he should not rush through his business for his sake, but stay the very ripening of the time. But Bassanio should stay there and until the right time. He should stay in Belmont for a long time, as much as he wants. And for the Jew's bond which he hath of me, let it not enter in your mind of love. And while Bassanio was there in Belmont with Portia, the Jew's bond should not enter. He should not think about the Jew's bond when he was spending time with his love, that is, with Portia. Be merry and employ your chiefest thoughts to courtship and such fair ostens of love as shall conveniently become you there. And then Antonio tells Bassanio that he should be merry, he should be happy, because Bassanio was a little worried and he was sad that he had to leave Antonio, and Antonio had still not repaid the money also, Shylock's money. So in a way Bassanio was a little worried and sad. So Antonio tells him to be happy and employ your chiefest thoughts, and to occupy his main thoughts to courtship and such fair ostens of love as shall conveniently become you there. And that he should display fair ostens of love means that he should display his love in a most suitable manner to Portia. And even there his eye being big with tears, turning his face, he put his hand behind him, and with affection wondrous sensible, he wrung Bassanio's hand. And even there, and after saying all this, and Antonio's eye being big with tears, Antonio's eye filled with tears, and turning his face, he didn't want Bassanio to see tears in his eyes, so he just turned away his face and put his hand behind him, and with affection he wrung, that is, he shook Bassanio's hand. And so they parted, and in this manner they had parted. Salanio, I think he only loves the world for him. Now here Salanio says that I think he, that is, he thought that Antonio loved the world only for the sake of Bassanio. This was the love between Antonio and Bassanio. They were such close friends. I pray thee, let us go and find him out, and quicken his embraced heaviness with some delight or other. And then Salanio he requests Salarino that they should go and find him out. They should go and find where Antonio is and quicken his embraced heaviness. That is, they should cheer up his sadness. They should cheer up his mood and remove his sadness with some delight or other, with some amusement or the other. They should try to make Antonio happy, because he was also sad after Bassanio had left. Salarino, do we so? So Salarino also says, let us do so. They go away to find Antonio in order to make him happy. So this is the end of scene 8. Children, go through the explanation carefully and make the important notes and prepare for your exam.